I haven't had these on for even a full week yet, but I'm bored of the black. But I'm not done with the claws, so we're gonna recycle these nails by adding things on top. Like these chrome powders I just bought because I'm in a very chrome mood this Spooktober, and I was going to do junk nails on my right hand with all of the charms I recently repainted, but the tips I got are actually extra mega short and thin, not at all like the XLs that I thought I was buying. That's what you get for not reading product descriptions. So I'm going to be using 2 of them now, and I chose the Clown It and Jigsaw from Saw. I also bought this nail glue from Art Glow, but I don't use it, so this is a fake out. I have already gone in and refreshed the top coat and filled in near the cuticle area with more black gel so that the chrome has a smooth non-stick surface to cling to. Chrome looks best over top coat. I do also have this eyeshadow stick thing. What is this? I'm holding it, but I'm not using it immediately, at least. Is it an eyeshadow sponge? It feels like a sponge. I don't know. It came with the pigments, but I feel like it just absorbs product, so I still like to apply it with my finger. I could get a silicone tool, but I won't. I feel like they're too firm to get into the finger crevices. Skin just has more give and control. I'm old school like that. I also just like the way powder feels on my finger. It's so soft and velvety, not like a powder, or maybe like a powder, but extra silky smooth. Very good texture. It makes me want some silken tofu and hot and sour soup right now. I'm big hungus right now, but I have neither of those things. Anyways, I will use the eyeshadow sponge to wipe up all the powder that didn't get buffed down, so it does have its uses. My plan is to do 1 nail yellow, red, and then a mix of both on nails that don't have charms. I already have the yellow open, and I've learned my lesson on having too many containers open on my desk at once. So we're going to do the yellow-red ombre next. And yes, I'm immediately going against what I just said and am using the sponge, but I get sick of it very quickly, and it reinforces my prejudices against this piece of plastic. So I go back to fingers because the fingers work best and feel amazing. And once I buff on this red, I know I've made a very good choice. This red is stunning. I apologize in advance for how much you're about to see me use these chromes because this red is, no joke, so gorgeous. And there's a neon green in here that I also have my sights on, and I will force it into a set soon. I don't know how, but I will do it. I would normally do more charms, but we're running out of time and we have to do the most with what we've got. I have like 30 minutes before I have to go to work, so let's slap this on and see how far we get. I chose the yellow and the red because the only yellow I'll ever accept will be chrome, and I wanted this red for so long. My favorite color at the moment is red, so this feels very correct. I'll be honest, when I buffed these on at first, they were pretty, but I was a little disappointed. But once I put on that top coat, it truly brought them to life, and I was satisfied once more. When I do big charms like this, I never use nail glue. I always use solid nail glue. The grip is better and it covers more surface area and it doesn't slide around. This definitely isn't the right tool for scooping, but it's the only tool I can find, so I made it work. I'm popping it onto the back of the charms and sloppily sliding it out onto the limbs. I'm going far enough, but not all the way, because when I press it onto the nail, it'll squish at the sides. I'm just trying to get an even amount all over. I place it as close as possible to the cuticle because it's the flattest up there. It's where it sits the best. Sad though, because it's so thick, now I can't wear rings. Wait, that's what the tattoos are for. Wrong hand. I don't wear rings on this hand. I don't know why I said that. I smoothed down all the gel that splooshed out. What ate up most of my time was trying to smooth the sides of the glue down on the bottom side of the charm because I have long hair and I don't want it getting caught in it. And I did a really good job because it worked. I was success, but barely, because the glue didn't want to stick to my nail. It wanted to stick to my tool, which is fun and not at all annoying. I repeat this entire process for it. I made a Stephen King joke in the video I made repainting this charm because I thought that if I was going to do one of his characters, it would only be right to acknowledge that he's a freak who has done real harm and damage and not apologized for it. I took that screenshot directly from his Twitter. It's still up, by the way. weird. Even losers can have a way with words and write good things, or good but egregiously long things sometimes. And this is also doubling as a reminder that it's not hard to not be a freak. I dare say that it's actually pretty easy. Anyways, for now, this will have to do. It's simple, but dang, it is much nicer to look at than before. I'm happy with it, and I can reuse these charms later if I want to retry this set again. Anyways, like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Today's video is brought to you by Beavis just after waking up. So today is another one nail per video. I am trying to be conscious about how much time my hand spends in the lamp because I feel like I got it sunburned during the beginning of Spooktober when I was just figuring out how I wanted to format these videos. So any new product that I want to try out, I'm going to test it first on a nail to see if it has any special technique or finessing. You didn't hear that. Or finessing that needs to be done. And today's new product is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's a little ombre tool for ombres. Ombres, auras. I have done them in the past with brushes and bigger makeup sponges. But I've seen this little tool go around everywhere, and it feels like a better way to like not get gel on this hand because instead of holding the sponge, you have a tool for it. So I want to try this out today, and no surprise to literally anyone, if I'm testing a product, it's going to be an eyeball. I don't know, eyeballs are just my comfort design. If I ever want to do something that I know that I'm going to be good at, like right off the cuff, it's going to be an eyeball. I just saw this design as well from a TikTok user. I will credit them on screen. I'm gonna do it a little differently, I think, but the placement and design is pretty much the same. I'm running out of my Goi polish, my black Goi polish, so I'm gonna have to get more. I'm actually becoming really interested in Goi polishes just because, first of all, love their bottles. Very easy way to get me to buy a product to have good packaging design. Second of all, I've loved every single Goi product that I've used, and I just bought their nail drill and tried that out, and I also loved it. It's the best nail drill I've ever had. So I think whenever I'm done with this black, I might order like a starter kit. Do they have starter kits? I hope so, because I would love to try just a variety of their products without committing to like a full-size bottle. All right, so I've wiped off the tacky layer, but I think I'm going to transition this onto the Cursed palette because I want to do an ombre. I think I'm just gonna put the gel polish directly on this because I cover it up. Okay, hold on. How do we feel about this background? I personally love it. I think having the lights from my camera flashing onto this bright gray surface was a little blinding, and I feel like the black is more muted. I like it more, but let me know what you think. I did already wipe off the tacky layer from the black gel. I've always done ombres over top a tacky layer, and maybe that's why it didn't work, but we're about to find out. I foresee a couple of problems, but I think we can work around it. Okay, I just kept going and going, and this is where we're at now. Ignore any hair you might see in it. I'm not wiping it off. But honestly, that is, for a first attempt, that's fantastic. Compared to what I have on my nails now, this was done with blooming gel, and this is done with the Aura sponge. Okay, right off the cuff, I quite like it. The unevenness, the spread of it is definitely user error. It is not sponge error. I just haven't done this in a long time, but I definitely think I preferred this much more than the blooming gel. Also, I complained about it in the video where I did these nails, which I still love. I'm going to be replacing tomorrow, so look forward to that. But I don't like the just bulk that the blooming gel added to the fingers. I always tried to do a thin layer, but no matter what, you're still adding gel on gel and it still bulks it up pretty much. But with just this method, it honestly doesn't really add anything. It still looks pretty flat, which is very desirable, especially if you're going to do nail art or sculpting on top, which is going to add a lot more bulk to the nail. So this is definitely a great tool. I'll be the first. Ooh, oh my gosh, this would be actually really good at making fog. About like doing different levels of, or clouds. Oh my gosh, I'm derailing. That's such a good idea. Wow, okay. That's also such a good use for this tool. Wow, okay. That is fantastic. I love that. Okay, so next, we're going to bust out the dreaded solid nail glue and take a still incorrect scooping tool. Ooh, I'm running out on this too. Good to know. That is honestly way too much. My idea for this is to just take that gel, smear it around. Honestly, this could be a fantastic heart too. It doesn't have to be an eyeball, but I wanted to do an eyeball today because eyeballs are my safety design. Once I get that where I want it, I'm going to take a larger ballpoint tool and just kind of carve out the middle in a circular motion. I'm gonna carve out a little place for my eyeball to sit. I've been really curious about this lime green polish, so I'm also going to try this out today. Polish, you're a powder. It is raining so much right now and it's making me so eepy. It's definitely the beginning of fall. It's such a vibe. But when it's also such a vibe, it's also making me tired. Normally I would do a white circle, paint it with some gel in the middle and then do the pupil and stuff like that. But because there's no eyelids on this today, we're just going to go in with some Sui gel and take a little ball of it out for the eyeball. Because it's gonna be no lids, it'll be protruding out the top. So a decent amount. That is actually a pretty good ball. Okay, that required a lot less finessing than I thought, but that's good because I didn't want to mess with that too long. As is tradition, I'm going to use my favorite red jelly polish from Beetles, and I'm going to go around the edges a little bit with it and stipple it around, because if there's no lids to protect it from the elements, it's going to be a little irritated. And then I'm going to go back in with some alcohol and kind of dilute it because the brush strokes are a bit too obvious. But it's okay if there's darker areas than the others because it's an eyeball and eyeballs have blood vessels and you can see them when they pop. So this is pretty true to life. After that, I'm going to go in with some of my, I don't know what color this is. It feels like a green, but it also looks like blue. Did I just describe teal? Anyways, I'm going to make the iris with this. I have this green cat eye polish from Mishu, so I think I'm gonna go in because this feels like a pretty decent match to the base color. Just a little bit darker, but I think I like the contrasting greens. But maybe I don't like this blue, teal, green iris. Something to give you nightmares? After that, I'm going to just pop the pupil in the middle. Oh, that was a gross way to say that. I'm going to put the pupil in the middle of the eyeball where it belongs. And that's the completed nail. I think that this is really simple and yet really cool. I think it would also benefit from having a sister eyeball right here. And or, ooh, what's that? What's the creature from the new Alien show that has like the split pupil or like the eyeball that's duplicating itself? I think that could also be very cool, having just a second eyeball in the making. Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, anyways, this is the completed nail. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing, and I will see you in the next one. If you don't have a good peel off, pop off, or soak off method for claw nails, or just extensions in generals, don't do claw nails. I think filing them off was probably one of the most miserable experiences that I've had taking off nails in a while, which is kind of crazy because I typically have a pop-off method that works for me, or a peel-off method at least. And I didn't for these claw nails because I haven't had a good peel-off base in a while. And that really sucked. Don't recommend. I did spend about 30-35 minutes filing it off. I don't think I could have done it had I not had that gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful Goi drill. Nothing will ever compare to it ever. I think that's the best product. It is now my holy grail product. I love that thing so much. But I had to take those nails off. Am I gonna use rhinestone glue? No. What should I use to attach this? I think I'll just use my terrible peel-off base from Beetles, because I still have it, and I'm gonna keep using it, and I'm gonna keep complaining about it too. No one asked. Anyways, I have to wear puncture-proof gloves for work, right? And they have no give in the cloth whatsoever, for good reason. And those nail charms, my little Jigsaw and It Clown, they were being pressed up towards my cuticle skin and making contact with my skin, which they didn't whenever I glued them on. So there was like an insane amount of pressure being put on my fingernail nail bed. And I felt a pop on my pinky, but the nail didn't lift. And I was like, this feels actually horrible, and this doesn't have a nail charm on it. I think I was just putting too much pressure whenever I was working on the claw nail, because it extends a little bit past your finger pad, and so I was gripping things differently. And I came home and I was like, actually wait, I skipped a really big part. I had a very strange encounter in an alleyway with another man, and I did not enjoy it. Everyone's okay, nothing happened. It could have gone badly, but I am a master at de-escalation, which I don't want that on my resume because I never want to be put in that situation again. But everyone's okay, everything's fine. I came home, I felt like I needed to nap for 70 years after that, so I went straight to bed, which is also why you didn't get a video one day this week. There was just no upload, which was the video before this one. Oh my gosh, that stressed me out a lot, but it is what it is. And it happened, and it's over, so moving on. After that encounter, I was just so overstimulated, and I needed the claw nails off of me immediately. I needed them gone. They were too much. So I came home, ripped them off, figured that it's a good time to film me taking them off, and time myself because I actually didn't know, because I've never filed off claw nails before. And a commenter asked how long it takes me to take them off. And this was like the perfect excuse. I'm tempted to just let the video play in the corner because I filmed it. So maybe I will just leave it up there. I think it would kind of be funny if I did. And now that I have all my tips fully on, I'm gonna give that a full cure in the big lamp for a full minute. Actually, today is my self-care day, so I'm going to be drinking wine. I need to relax. I gotta chill. I've been feeling very tense this week. So we're gonna do some nails that are just simple and fun. They're gonna make me feel good. So I have, obviously, this little tool right here. I just tried him out and I love him. So I'm thinking about doing an aura today, but I also really want to do the silver cat eye. I just think this one's so gorgeous. It's like a blue-gray. And I respect that. So maybe that's on the table. What's definitely on the table is also this lace, what is this called? Transfer foil, but it's not foil, it's just lace. Actually, is foil just the name for this type of product? That's a great question that I don't have the answer to. And I'm so glad that I didn't throw away my nail art foil glue because I've had this for like probably as long as I've been doing nails. It's probably most definitely toxic, but it's still full because I don't really use foil glue. So we're gonna get some use out of that today. So these three things, I'm thinking of doing a dreamy, elegant, cloudy look. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the Mishu gel. I think I'm gonna go over all of my nails with this first with one layer unmagnetized, and then I'll magnetize the second layer. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I will be uploading every other day now. I want to do longer videos. I'm tired of these short, sad little videos, so having a day in between to edit longer formatted videos is gonna really help me do longer content. So look forward to that. And this is what all the nails look like with the cat eye gel on it. I think it's so gorgeous. I didn't realize just how much, well, I did realize, but I didn't realize how much those nails were making me feel bad until I saw these cat eyes. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I just miss cat eye gels. I need to do them more. Because what do you mean that they're cured, but it's still moving? That's just so fun. Okay, anyways, I have my little ombre tool with me. Come back here. Wow. Got him. All right. I have a little bit of white gel on the palette off screen that you can't see, but I'm telling you it's there, so you just have to trust me on this. I'm gonna do, I think, just a little bit of an aura effect in the middle. I'm not sure yet if that's what I want to do. I feel like I just want something in the middle. No, that looks bad, doesn't it? Oh, can you even see it? Okay, if you can't see it, that means it looks bad. Okay. No to the white gel. I shouldn't try to force myself to use the tool. I'm just so excited that I have it now. What if no. Let's just go in with the nail art foil glue and see how we feel about that. I think, should I do the whole nail? No, I'm only gonna do like a half tip. This. I said half, but that's more of a diagonal. So I went over the end of the tip, the free edge, with just the brush that came with the bottle, and I'm going in a diagonal line across the nail. Then I'm gonna cure that, and we're gonna try and get that lace on here, see how that works. This is the foil. I don't really care what piece I use. I'm just experimenting today. Oh, I said, ah! Okay. I guess this one was chosen. Now to figure out which side. It has to be the dull side, right? Because it wouldn't make sense to put the not dull side. Okay, we'll just hope. Ooh, okay. I see you, okay. I definitely did not do the edge at all. I'm not gonna go in and fix this one though. This one was just our trial nail. We're gonna have to just deal with this. And I dropped the foil. Oh, psych, it fell on my lap. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna top coat and we're just gonna keep that as the base. This is the learning nail. This will be our trial and error. I have my gel and top coat that I'm using. The more that I use it, the more that I'm not sure if I like it. It's a very watery consistency. I think the day that I was using it, it was just a little cooler in my room. Actually, maybe it is just the temperature straight up affecting it, and maybe it's not the product's fault. I'm gonna have to keep using it more to have a definitive answer. Which is why I think it's important whenever you test new products to test them for a while before you give a final opinion. And I forgot my own advice when I unboxed this because I just thought the packaging was so cool. So it's still a good top coat. I mean, it's hard and that's good. Diamond smooth crystal top coat. You know, whenever I bought this ball chain online, I did not expect it to be so flippin' long. I love this. This is a fantastic purchase. That's kind of the idea, right? That feels good. I'm gonna do it. But how am I gonna do it? I think what I'm gonna do is put down a glob of rhinestone glue, not on the nail, but on the palette off to the side that I referenced earlier that you just have to trust me on. Or maybe I could have done it on the nail. This is a very fine point for the product, so it is pretty accurate. Because I'm not used to that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna drag it through the gel, get it all nice and coated, get my flash cure lamp because I'm not coordinated enough to just stick this in my big lamp. And I'm going to drop this on the nail like that. That looks good. And then I take my super big, fantastic, wonderful nail clippers and I clip off the excess. I think that was a fantastic choice. That's gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to leave this alone, move on to the next nail, and then I think I might come back and do some nail art on top of this space. I think whenever I do these nails though, I'm going to be doing them different kinds of angles. Like the first one, I just want to go straight up and down the nail. Oh, did I do the right side? Yes, I did, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I'm just not pressing hard enough with the silicone tool. That's why it looked kind of wrong. Make sure to get the sides this time. Okay, that was better a little bit. Neither of these were particularly good. That's disappointing, but again, I think it's user error. I think I'm being a little stupid about this. I'm going to go halfsies on this. Moment of truth. Oh, that wasn't satisfying. Okay, I did better that time. The tip kind of suffered, but I mean, the majority of the design did come out good. So this is good, this is good. Okay, last one. Think I'll go diagonal this way? Yeah. Oh, why did you let me do that? Why'd you let me do that from there? That's such an awkward way to, an awkward place to have that in the pattern. Okay, it's okay. Okay, I definitely need more practice with this, but for today's purpose, I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get. But it's still really pretty. I can work with this. Okay, I'm gonna top coat all this real quick and I'll be right back. And so far, this is what it looks like top coated. Very nice. I like it. I did go back in and fill in some of the nails with more lace. It just felt a little empty and sporadic the way that I did it. So I went ahead and did that off screen. I'm gonna go back in with the Art Glow gel, the rhinestone glue. This time I'm gonna do it directly onto the nail. I'm gonna do it for the ring finger and the pinky. I'm gonna do it one at a time though. As I was putting that down, I was like, actually, this might feel like a bad idea. But same concept. I'm just going to drag the chain through it, but this time directly on top of the nail. So I'll just get it into position and then I'll cure it. That's actually pretty good at the first try. I think I'm gonna cut this one before I cure it, just so that I can connect it right there. I wanted it to be reminiscent of an open wound. I think that's pretty good. Oh, are you gonna focus? Thank you. I doubt that I would lose this, but I know who I am, so I'm gonna put it away immediately. Nice. So this is what I have so far. I honestly am so in love with this. It feels very minimalist while still feeling like a lot. They also feel very secure. I was kind of iffy about these nail tips. I'm not done with these nails, by the way. I was very iffy about these nail tips, but in the end, they're pretty decent for what I was expecting. Decent, but not a good product because they were advertised misleadingly. So Fortunately, can't recommend them because they're not what they said they were, which they were supposed to be XL nail tips. They are pre-etched, yes, but these are not XL. Or am I? Whoa, it would be crazy. Do I have length blindness? This is not XL. This is like medium, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's medium. Yeah, the more that I use this top coat, okay, this was part of me being sloppy, but it's also just so, it is runny. It's very thin viscosity. And I don't like my top coats thin because I rely on them a lot. I rely on them a lot to cover my ridges, my bumps, my valleys, my lumps. So the fact that this is very thin and just wants to go everywhere is not great, but otherwise, apart from it being a thin top coat, it is a good top coat. Actually, before we go any further, I'm going to top coat the underside of my nails. I forgot to do that before I did anything else, so I'm just going to do that real quick. I have my sparkly diamond top coat with the silver glitters in it. I think that it would really accent the underside of it. I had a lady come into my work recently and she wanted to see my claw nails, so I showed her and she goes, "Can I see the underside?" And I was like, "No, you can't." She's like, "What? Why?" And I'm like, no one has ever asked to see the underside of my nails, and the one time where I didn't do like a sticker on the bottom and I did the claw nails is the one time someone asks, so you're not gonna get me again. There. Now, whenever someone asks to see the underside, they're gonna see some sparkly gray top coat. That's how I feel like I just sounded right now. I have quite a few nail stickers I want to go through real quick. I feel like I want to be spooky. It's so hard wanting to be spooky all the time and wanting to also have like really elegant nails, because option one is that I sculpt a bloody tooth on one of these nails and like frame it with pearls. And option two is doing some spooky. That better not be a slur. It sounded wrong. I think I'm fine. Anyways, spooky stickers right here. So there's some crosses, some even some little hands. Isn't that so cute? Yes, these stickers are also incredibly old. I have some ghosts, as well as I could do an eyeball. Could do a silver eyeball, one of these. Or if I wanted to be pretentious, I think that these are so fun, not because I like luxury brands. I actually think that they're quite evil and I hate them, but I think it is very fun also to like wear knockoff things. Listen, there's like some arguments over knockoff bags and stuff like that. I love knockoff bags. I think they're so fun, and you know what? No one should be spending like upwards of $5 grand on a bag or wallet. So, you know, pirate those bags all you want. They're gonna be fine. Ooh, the trick or treat could be fun. Okay, this is a potential. A back could be fun. I think these are also glow in the dark. These are definitely glow in the dark. Ooh, the hand could be fun. Okay, okay. We have some options here. not my credit card being in there. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Also, Zhongli to bless our eyes. That's crazy. Why were you? Why were you in there? I didn't even know you were missing. That's crazy. I got some witch brooms as well. I could do a kitty sitting on it. I could do multiple kitties sit. Oh my gosh, I could do kitties looking at each other like they're gonna kiss. Ah, that's an option. Nope. And we got some skulls. Okay, all good options. I'm gonna put this away real quick. Don't worry, I took out my credit card from that. It's back where it belongs now. Okay. So, I've narrowed it down to some Prada. The kitties. I don't think I'm gonna do this. This is too cartoonish for what I have going on right now. Same for the bats. Because wouldn't it be cute if I just had both the kitties looking at each other? And or just a Gucci logo. That could be so funny, but it wouldn't be spooky. A Gucci logo, but also having a tooth right here or right here. Okay, I think I'm gonna go Gucci logo. Oh, Gucci logo and name. Okay. If you could manifest my tweezers, that would be fantastic. I should have been more specific, but this'll do. This'll do, donkey. This'll do. Does it look luxury? I remember years and years ago, I went to the mall with a friend and we wanted to go to Gucci to just see what kind of wallets they had. And when I tell you that that was the most humbling visit of my life, not because like poor, because we were, but also like the wallets are the cheapest thing there. They're like $1,000 each. And I remember going to the store and we were intercepted by the receptionist, whoever the heck that is. And she essentially gave us a tour of the store, showed us that stupid little trunk in it that like the founder like allegedly created or some like crap like that, you know, and then kicked us out. She gave us a tour around the store straight out to the front door, and we didn't get a chance to actually look to purchase anything. And honestly, looking back at it, I would have regretted had I done it because I did have the money to do it. So I'm kind of glad that she kind of was profiling us a little bit, but also like, mind your business, lady. But what do you expect from stores like that, that price gouge products that don't actually cost that much to make? I think one great thing about the TikTok ban fiasco earlier this year and the amount of, this is not a good thing. I don't know why I said the good thing, but like the amount of racism that was exposed towards Chinese people, and then the Chinese market pushing back, exposing how those luxury products are made and where they come from, and how that we're being ripped off by these luxury brand companies. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Like, we all knew, but it's still really refreshing to hear it come straight from the source, you know? Okay, this is what I have so far. I think what I'm going to do for the pearls is I'm gonna do it on my pointer finger, and I'm gonna leave the middle finger blank because how the design goes. Kind of like this. Actually, should I even do pearls? Should I just do the chain again? Do the chain around the perimeter of the nail? I think that could also look good. Hold on, I think you're onto something. I think pearls would look too out of place right now because I've already done the ball chain. Here, I'm just gonna cut off a little bit right now. I don't want to take that whole thing out again. I feel like this is an overshot, but actually that might have been an undershoot. Kind of like this rhinestone glue. Like, I don't want to say that I wasn't expecting to like it because, I mean, I was. It smells, it smells. It just smells. It smells toxic, which is fine for a gel. It kind of smells like a really sour perfume. If you then like left it out in the sun and it evaporated and then you like filled it with rubbing alcohol, that's what it smells like. It doesn't smell good. And it's a chemical, so don't go huffing your gel products, but I do notice it because I'm incredibly sensitive to smells. No way, was that the perfect amount of chain? Was I recording whenever I cut? Yes, I was, oh my gosh. That was peak amount of chain. That's crazy. I'm gonna use my yellow model gel to sculpt out that little tooth. I think that's a pretty decent tooth. I'm gonna paint it white though. Now I'm gonna paint it white and then go back in and dirty it up around the roots and the head of it, just so that it's not too pearly white. Actually, I think it would look best if it was still a white tooth because it's Gucci. They can afford teeth whitening services. But it's gonna be bloodied up because it's been pulled from a poor commoner's mouth. Isn't that a thing that happened? Like why in, what was it? Across the pond, right? Didn't they have like a lot of poor people have no teeth, not because they had bad teeth, but because they were paid money to donate their perfectly good teeth to rich people? Because rich people could actually afford confectionaries. Wow, a crazy way to just say candy and sweets. And so they had really bad teeth, but the poor people couldn't, so they had better teeth, and so they donated it for money. That's so real. Where did I learn that? That better be a fact. I'm gonna look it up. Fact check myself. And these are the finished nails. I was not expecting to go in a Gucci luxury direction, but I mean, here we are, and that's fine. I mean, I was still feeling a little spooky, so I'm glad that I did the tooth on the nail, but I feel like I really needed this just to reset from those claw nails, you know, because those were admittedly a lot. So anyways, I like them. They're fun, kind of. The underbellies are top coated, so no one can pull one up on me if they, for some reason, decide to ask to see the underneath of my nails again. Anyways, that's enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Today's nails are inspired by the big brown bear himself, Freddy Fazbear. And I have also been influenced to put my hand in this mega death ray lamp less. So today is the first day of my press-on journey and day one of my hunt to find the best nail glue on the market. And I'm starting with the top-rated one on Amazon. But that's for later, because for now, I have opinions on FNAF as I do this nail art, and yes, nail art because I'm not sculpting a lot. I need practice with some nail art, so we're being ambitious with some Five Nights at Freddy's inspired nails. And I'm starting off this first nail, which is my most detailed nail, with a black base, painting it matte, and then going in with a vague outline of Freddy's head mask thing, and then going back in with some lighter details for the rest of his face. So before I opinion all over the place. I want to say that I was indeed a mega fan back in the day, and the only reason I don't have every single character's figurines around my apartment is because I was and am too poor to afford them. I keep saying that. This is like the 4th time I've recorded this. I am too poor to afford them, and I still am. But that just saved me space in the long run, because I have unfortunately recently, as in this past year, fallen out of love with this franchise, and it's not because of the games. Let me explain. This is all my opinion, so warning for opinions ahead. Oh, and I mean, I guess spoilers, but not really. Let me take you back to 2014. I was a freshman in high school, and it's the end of the school year, and I'm sitting in English next to my friend, and she's downloading the free demo for Five Nights at Freddy's, the original. She's locked in, I'm locked in. We're witnessing the full potential of point-and-click horror for the first time in English class, and it's magical. You're at a stationery with moving parts. The hum of a fan and electricity can be heard in the background. You're supposed to be the only ones in the building, but you're not alone. A voicemail lets you know that the animatronics roam the building at night and get a little quirky, whatever that means. And if they catch you, they will stuff you inside of a Springbok suit, because you look like an exoskeleton without a costume on, and that's not allowed. And being stuffed inside of a suit with a exoskeleton already inside of it does kill you. And this is the perfect blend of realism, fiction, and horror, because it really reminds you just from the beginning of Chuck E. Cheese and their mouth gang, doesn't it? Just with a bit more well, it sounds bad. Just with a bit more child murder. That doesn't sound great. Listen, I'll level with you real quick. I hate true crime. I think I got a comment on my inherently problematic nature of ghost hunting video about how everything I said could be true about true crime as well. And I agree 10,000%. I do not like real person murder being dramatized for a podcast or Netflix shows. I think it's morally reprehensible, and not a single one in any medium has ever done it correctly. In my days of also enjoying up a fictional straight up murder mystery have passed. For now, okay, listen, there are exceptions. Knives Out and their whole series so far, the murder mystery comedies, they are the exception. Those are fun. I don't like the serious ones that like are thrillers. That's not for me. But the reason I like FNAF is because it did this fun thing where the creator, Scott Cawthon, introduced the concept of animatronic possession. I love that. All of these, okay, this sounds bad. All of the fictional kids that died in this pizzeria didn't leave. They possessed the suits, and some weren't content with just catching their killer and ending him. They wanted to torture him until the heat death of the universe. How hardcore is that? Like, what part of that isn't interesting? The second there was a ghost, I was sold, but everything else just made it so much better. I dove into those trenches and stayed there throughout every single release. I watched every theory video, every timeline, story explained. I followed every single channel that popped up, and I was swimming in FNAF content. Truly a great time to be an indie horror fan. I love theorizing. It's a great way to extend the life of a gamer franchise past what's already officially out there. But now, over a decade has passed. Oh wow, did that hurt you like it hurt me? Because that hurt. But why am I still seeing the same titles from the same channels 10 years ago today? What do you mean we still don't know who the crying child is exactly? And this is where I started to gain a bit of sentience, because look, I love ARGs and stories that are bombing on a budget. I even love mysteries that are never meant to be solved. But FNAF presents its story as not just an experience, but as a thing to be solved. Scott Cawthon has had a lot of fun messing with theorists over the years, and he can't stop creating, whether it be games or books. I think we're like 14, 15 games in with even more books than games. He loves explaining things, dropping hints, hiding lore, just never within the same universe, and he doesn't like being clear on when it's a different universe. And all of these things, we're still rehashing lore from 2015. And some other people also notice because they also begin to ask, is Mr. Cawthon a bad storyteller that makes good games? Personally, I think the answer is yes. I know a lot of theorists like this confusion because for them, it just means more content and keeps them in business. And I personally don't like that mindset, but I'm also not a theorist channel because I think theory channels are what killed the franchise for me. Which is something that I didn't anticipate, because if I had known that I would lose joy through watching theory channels, I wouldn't have done it. But I love theorizing, and this game is so lore and theory based that it just kind of made the pipeline to the YouTube channels about lore so direct and fun and enticing. So I can listen to the same video from 10 different creators and still never get enough. But this is different because Scott kind of also took the fun out of it for me. One of the big things was him not understanding what canon means and creating his own definition for it, which confused a lot of people and muddied the waters, which also took the fun out of theorizing for me. And I like when I'm made to work for it, but people not knowing what a thing means and doubling down into a new definition that they created is obnoxious, objectively. Using the same name for multiple characters to mislead people is also weak storytelling. So is using the same character in different universes like an AU, but not being clear. I hate the books. I hate them. They are fun if you take them at face value on their own. He's an incredibly good storyteller if you stay within the context of the piece of media that you are reading at that very moment. It feels like the more I know outside of the games, the less fun I have, which has never happened before. So listen, okay, sorry, I gotta stop saying listen. I had a great time growing up with this and being in too deep and trying to breathe. But if you're new and just want to enjoy FNAF face value, just play the games, don't read the books, and don't watch the theories. Timelines are okay, just don't read the comments. Honestly, in this franchise, just believe what makes you happy. No one knows what's happening anyways. Maybe I'm grumpy. Maybe I'm grumpy because I'm old. I need stories to end so I can get closure and move on. Okay, just to cut in really quickly, for this snail, I did end up sculpting a little bit, and I did use my pink model gel to do it. If you don't know, it's a clay-like consistency. It's my favorite thing to use to sculpt. It is very easy to work with, retain its shape, but I think if you've never used it before, it does require a bit of a learning curve. But I really wanted to sculpt Chica's little cupcake. I love this little freak. He's my favorite little guy design out of all of the games, books, comics. I love him. He is fantastic. He is, if you don't know, his name is Carl, and I think that's a perfect name for a cupcake with two little rabbit teeth in the front and bulging eyes. My sister thinks I'm a freak because I want a life-size replica of this guy. I would never stop talking about it. It's my favorite little thing. If I had money right now, I would get him tattooed. That's how deep this goes. Like, it's bad. I think he's so fun. But I did regret not sculpting the entire thing. I did make the rules and I chose to follow them. For what reason, I don't know. I love to punish myself whenever it doesn't matter. I wished if I had just done the whole thing 3D, the body, the teeth, the head, the candle, I think it would have looked so much cooler and the proportions would have come out better, but I didn't, so they aren't, and that does make me sad. But I think I will definitely go back in in a different set because I want to make more FNAF inspired nails, and I want to also 3D sculpt them. And whenever I go back and do that, I'm definitely going to do this little dude some justice because this is a tragedy. Anyways, let's get back to what I was talking about, which was, it reminds me of my gacha game fatigue, where regardless of how much the gameplay changes, I need storylines to end and characters to get closure, but they just keep adding more and more without addressing things. The mysteries get compounded, and then it's like, why should I even care if I won't get answers? If I won't get answers in this lifetime, like, yes, I'm being dramatic, but they still haven't fixed Diluc's messed up head. Genshin, I will come back to gambling if you fix his head. I can't sit on the same mystery for years anymore. I can't. Now I just keep up with lore when it updates. Now we're back to talking about Freddy Fazballs now. I'm actually not a game purist or snob or whatever it's called. I think the best way to preserve a franchise is to change the gameplay. So I wasn't mad at Security Breach or Into the Pit, no matter how buggy Security Breach was. Some of my favorite memes have come out of it. I believe the quickest way to kill a franchise is to not let games change and evolve. So I love this turn in art direction. But with that being said, I also believe that you can use a franchise to death. Cough, cough. Assassin's Creed, cough, cough. Silent Hill, cough, cough. I'm not saying Resident Evil just yet because I'm waiting for the main four to become villains and end the story Code Geass style. So I still feel like there's potential there, but it's okay to retire a franchise and create something entirely new. I know they won't because it's easy money, but you don't have to stick with your OG claim to fame and be a one-trick pony, especially when your present games are so departed from the source material. You can have another original thought. It's really hard, but it is possible. I know they won't because doing the same thing brings in money and they already have an established fan base, and I can respect that. I don't like it, but I can respect it. Anyways, I think I'm done rambling. Did I even say anything? Anyways, let's just finish these nails off, put them on.
One day later.
Okay, so it's the next day, and I've gone in and added a few extra details on the plain nails between the other detailed nails. I just added some sparkles, some stars, and some balloons. I will admit that the balloons look a little suspicious, but that's okay. That's fun. And now it's time for the real star of today's shows, because these are press-ons. I'm gonna need a good press-on glue. So I went on Amazon and bought the highest rated nail glue, and it is this NYK1 Nail Bond Super Strong Nail Glue. So it's the highest rated one. I think it's about $12 or $13. I've already read how to apply the tips pretty much, and I've watched the video already to stop the pop. It pretty much says to dehydrate your nails, push back the cuticles, to buff the nail surface, push back the cuticle, and dehydrate the nail. I've done all of those things. As you can see, I'm looking super dry, which is exactly what you want. I'll probably go in with the dehydrator once more, just to make sure, extra sure, that there's no nail oil whatsoever. This is what the bottle looks like. It's cute. Nice little bottle. Has the directions again. It says bonds in seconds. We'll see about that. It's the biggest problem I have with nail glues. It says bonds in seconds, and then I have to hold it in place for like 45 seconds. Don't play with me. Anyways, we'll see about that this time. All the instructions are pretty much the same. Put some on your natural nail, put some on the tip, and then hold it until secure. I'm gonna take all my nails off the stand real quick. Okay, before I attach them, I'm going to go on the inside of these nails and scrub them with a lint-free alcohol pad, just to get rid of any oil that I might have accidentally transferred onto those puppies, because I definitely was touching the inside of these a lot. I'm going to go in with another dehydrator from Moravan this time. Just gonna give it one more once over, just to make sure. Those seem pretty dehydrated to me. Nice. So it comes with a applicator inside. Thank God it's not those gross squeeze tube ones. I'm going to do a thin layer all over the tip, and then some on my natural nail. Said to apply it and then hold it until secure. That feels all right. I don't know if that was enough. It's fully on my nail though. Actually, I'm not gonna do a strength test. That was a really tempting. That could have been bad. It says to, along with the instructions, says to wait an hour before you put your hand in any water. So I hope you went to the bathroom for this, because I'm gonna be here for a while. But that is, if this works, I'm gonna be so powerful if this works. I'm really, really hoping it works. This isn't the only chance that I will give this nail glue though, because I've heard people putting on a base coat under this to help with the staying power. This is going to be a really, really good nail glue if the pointer finger stays on, because pointer finger is the one that grows down, so there's always like a gap. I'm gonna fill it in though, just to give it a fair shot. I'll put a little extra on the tip, under the tip. I think I hate this little cupcake guy, but I also love him, but I hate the plate. I love the cupcake. The cupcake, exactly how I wanted it to be. And this is the final look. I'm very happy with how these nails came out. They're my first FNAF inspired set, which if you've been listening to me talk, you'd know that I really love FNAF, kind of. And I probably should have done this sooner. I just was very intimidated by the nail art, but we got practice today through this, and the next set will be even better. So for the nail glue, I have no review yet. This is the first day. If a nail pops off throughout the week, I'll take a little video of it, and then whenever the final nail comes off, I will make a YouTube short telling you if I liked it or not. I am willing to give it another shot with different methods. So if you have any tips or tricks, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments below. It's good advice, and I'll apply it in a future video. I just really hope that this works, because I could have some really cool hyper detailed nails if I was able to just paint them off my nail and then stick them on at the very end. So fingers crossed that this works. I'm really rooting for this. Anyways, that's it from me. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day and night wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next video. So today's nails are inspired by Wicked. My sister is doing a little dress up thing for her work, and the theme that they've gone with is Wicked, and she's going to be Elphaba, the best character in that movie, and so I am doing some green and black nails for her. She specifically requested that it be black with pops of green, and she asked me to make her some press-on nails if press-on glue for this hand was actually one that was good and I liked it. And so far, I think I'm about 4 or 5 days in and I have not had any pop-offs. They still feel really sturdy. So, I mean, the lookout is good. So I'm like, heck yeah, I'll paint you some nails. She wants black with pops of green. So I was thinking of doing like a chrome base and then doing black lace on top. So then like the black kind of overshadows the green unless you're looking at it in some certain lighting. I think that could be really pretty. I'll only do the base for now, and if she likes it, then I'm gonna go ahead and do some like sculpting or some 3D effects on top. But for now, the plan is just to do the black, the chrome, and the lace. It actually took me a long time to watch the first Wicked. Is the second Wicked even out yet? I don't know. I'm not that invested, but it was a good movie. I really did enjoy it. There was nothing holding me back other than the fact that I just didn't have the streaming service to watch it online. So whenever it came out, Netflix or Hulu, one of those two, we watched it immediately and it was so fun. I love whenever movies make a point of subverting tropes. And I mean, in time, everything will inevitably become a trope, but it was still really fun to see. And I also, it's so low-key kind of obnoxious whenever people, okay, listen, I'm attacking my own people right now, all right? It's annoying whenever alternative people are like resistant to watching a certain thing, not because they're not a fan of that medium, but because it's mainstream and popular. Like, please get over yourself. Like, you're gonna be fine. All right, so this is where we're at after 2 coats of black polish, and I also have top coated it. I'm gonna try and use this tool today. I mean, I'm gonna say try, but we all know that a sponge with chrome powder works. It's just fun. I don't usually like using sponges, but I don't know. I wanna try it out. I feel like whenever I dip these tools in chrome, it just absorbs all of the chrome powder, and I have to use a lot more than versus if I just do it with my fingertip. Do you see what I'm talking about? How there's like still some left over that I haven't buffed in. I feel like the good method to do with this is to buff it on with your finger and then go in with the sponge to pick up any stragglers that might not have been buffed in. Yep, that was cute. This is such a pretty chrome green. It's the pack of that I bought from... Actually, I don't know where I bought it from. But it was a pack of like a bunch of them, and there was not a lot of product in it, but this is still really pretty. I think it's perfect for Alphaba. But now I have this lace paper, lace foil, which I've learned that it is indeed called foil, and I'm gonna put it on all of the nails. I messed up. It's too late. Commit. Ooh. That's nice. It doesn't have to be all over the nail. I'm probably going to do some framing around the sides. But so far, this is a good idea. And this is it top coated. I think that that's gorgeous. I wish I had a stronger light to show you, or maybe my screen's just dim, but it is a really gorgeous emerald green, which is like perfect for the, I'm gonna say Emerald City. But it's honestly been so long since I've watched anything Wizard of Oz or Wicked, so But oh my gosh, isn't that just gorgeous? And like the lace in it is also so beautiful. A side note to this, like complete side note that has nothing to do with it. One of my viewers posted on my community tab their swatches of their polishes, and they also had like some minimal nail art on it. And it's not just a genius way to like do swatches, because listen, right now I'm using this as a gel palette, but swatches are the bane of my existence. I got this like a year ago and started to do a swatch and decided it was not for me. It's so boring, so repetitive, it's not fun. It drains the life out of me. But had I seen a swatch like this that you posted, I probably would have actually done all of these, but it's too late in my opinion. So this is just gonna be forever my gel mixing palette. I love when people are big brained, because now I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna do my swatches like that now. I am going to use some model gel to do a little squiggly design on the middle nail, because I think just a little 3D effect would be very fun. Ooh, it could be like an E for alphabet. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that when I was doing this. But now that we're here, isn't that so fun? Oh my gosh. It looks kind of like a squiggle unless you really think about it. And honestly, that's ideal. Look at that. Oh, it's cute. And also, it kind of reminds me of ear, but also it kind of reminds me of Shrek for some reason. I think it's the neon green. It looks like his little ogre skin. I love it. Oh, I guess alphabet is also green. Huh, okay. Okay, I'm actually going to also go in and do little gems at the top of these nails. Just little basic green ones, but ooh, yeah, that's fun. That feels more magical. I feel like gems just make things more magical. So I did go ahead and do the second hand already. I did it with a green to black kind of ombre where there's green chrome at the tip, and then I put the lace over the tip. So it's more black than green. And then that's why I did the first one, some fully chrome with lace on it. That way, if she likes the one with more black, I can do another side that's just the same design, or she likes it with the green, I can do another emerald side. I can do another emerald side, and I only did the base just in case she wants me to sculpt other things on top of it. She likes pretty simple designs, so this is what we have for now. If she wants more, I'll change it. If she wants less, she can cry about it. Anyway, this is the finished look. I'm very happy with how they came out. I loved Wicked. I think it's very sweet. Also, the singing was fantastic, and I am a whore for lore. So these are my alphabet inspired nails. Very cute, very simple lace chrome green squiggles, and some emerald gems as well. But that is it for me today. Like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. Have a good day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are, and I will see you in the next one. First things first, we're starting off with a black base, jumping straight into it because today I'm doing my Halloween nail and we're doing a full set today. I know, crazy. This isn't going to be a bite-sized video, it's going to be a mouthful. So we're starting off with a black base for the first hand because on this hand, I'm going to do my Eldritch Evil Labubu nails. And why? Because I love Labubus. And I have a lot to say about them throughout this video, so we're just gonna strap in and enjoy this ride together. But first things first, let's make a deal, okay? Take what I say at face value, and I'm gonna try and be nice about it, and if it comes off a little harsh, know that I genuinely do mean it with like so much love. There's no ill will here. I'm taking the piss, okay? I'm doing a little funny, okay? That's my disclaimer, just in case. So after I do that black base,